Hello. I hope you're all doing well. And if not, I at least hope that your night improves. So, tonight, because I ended up not feeling well enough to stream on Saturday, we'll be looking at the new decks that we got from the Go On Coffee. Hello. I know, thank you. I usually stay on starting screen for like a few minutes. I don't have a face cam. I only have a card cam, so. No, you're all good, don't worry. So, yeah, the three new decks that we got, that I made the goal on coffee that we just purchased recently, and of course the secret fourth deck that I had enough extra left over to buy. So, though I did also include this one, the Witching Hour Oracle here, because we never did actually take a look at this on Thursday. On Thursday's stream. So, we're going to be using this tonight, so we're already going to be taking a look at this. That's the tarot deck we're using for tonight. I'm probably going to use this one for tonight as well. So we'll already be taking a look at this one as well. So, for a quick oracle deck, flip through an oracle deck of the ones that we're not using tonight, and perhaps also to just kind of get a quick, simple, like, message from the oracle before we get into the opening collective and then into the queued readings and stuff. Which of these two decks do you want to take a look at? Do we want the Witching Hour Oracle or the Moonology Manifestation Oracle? Yep, I'm leaving it up to chat. Whichever deck we want to take a look at. Hi, Egg. I hope you're doing well. So we're going to be using, as I was just saying, we're going to be taking a look at the new decks tonight, including the three that were part of the community goal, the coffee goal. So we're going to be using the new tarot deck tonight, and I love it. This is one of the oracle decks, Earth and Bone. We're going to be using this one tonight as well. So to get a quick look at like one of the other oracle decks, and I'm also including the other one that we didn't get to take a look at on Thursday that I ordered myself. in the lineup, and then of course we'll be taking a look at the Secret Fourth Oracle as well, which the Secret Fourth Oracle deck that I had like enough money left over after like the after meeting the coffee goal. The Secret Fourth Oracle deck that I had enough left over for that I bought is this. The Enlightened Cat Oracle. Though, it only has 22 cards, and the messages are very simple. There's no included guidebook. So even though it's called an Oracle deck, I'm probably going to be making this like one of the extra affirmation decks. So. This is probably like, we're going to be using this as an affirmation deck tonight, pretty much. Treating it the same way that I do the Therapets deck, the Illuminator's Amulet deck, and Eventide Affirmations deck. My goodness. Alrighty. So we're gonna take a quick look at one of these two. And I'm letting chat decide which one we look at. And probably get like a quick message from. So. But yeah, so I think we're gonna go ahead and probably do the witching hour. So let's get a quick look at this one. And probably get a quick message from it and see what it wants to say. Like, I love the art style on this one. It's beautiful. That was one of the things that called me to it, because it just looks so pretty. And I love the backs. So we're just gonna quickly flip through this. Oh, that one's pretty. I really like that one. That one's beautiful. Aw. I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. Also, tostadas sound delicious. It's been a long time since I've had tostadas, so. I like that one. It's a little creepy, and I'm always a fan of slightly creepy things. Yeah. This one's really pretty. I really like that one. Ooh. Yeah, no worries. I like that one. Just naked on a broomstick. That one's also pretty cool. It's really funny that there's like a card in this deck that's called Seasons of the Witch, because it was after this deck that the creator of this deck went on to partner with another creator and made the entire Seasons of the Witch series of decks. I like the colors on these. They're very vibrant and lively. I love that one. Yeah, they're very pretty. And here's a closer look at them. They're very pretty. There's a lot of detail in it. Lovely. Okay. The artwork on these are lovely. Alrighty. And let's go ahead and see what message it has for us right now. Get a quick message from this deck. What message do you have? Mm. 27. Witching herbs. Nourishment. Ooh, okay. Oh. This deck lists companion cards, both from the deck itself, and also it includes like a little companion tarot card. Interesting. So keywords here are healing, well-being, and nourishment, and the tarot card companion for this is 10 of Wands. So this must be about cycling down, slowing down, and taking care of ourselves after we, like, find ourselves overwhelmed and burnt out. Herbs offer a variety of healing properties for everything from sleep to energy, detoxing to moisturizing, and hay fever to joint pain. Herbalists have been using the power of plants to facilitate healing since the dawn of time, and herbal medicine paved the way for mainstream medicine as we know it today. It may be considered folk healing and old wives' tales now, but there are many people all over the world who are benefiting from long-term herbal use. The key to working with herbs is preventative maintenance and supporting the body in finding well-being rather than waiting until you don't have a choice. The Witching Herbs is urging you to find a pace that is more sustainable for your long-term well-being. It will often come to a reading when you have far too much on your plate and it's taking its toll. Our bodies are magnificent and capable of a great deal, but the body also needs time to rest and proper fuel to keep going. You are guided to take better care of yourself, especially your physical body. Getting enough sleep, eating nourishing foods, and discovering ways to manage stress are vital for everyone. Doing so will make your mind sharper, give you more energy, and better prepare you to manage challenges when they arise. This card also means you are not ready to welcome more into your life and need to learn to support yourself more before spirit can bring new opportunities to you. Alrighty. So slow down and take care of yourself. And also make sure you're listening to your body. If it's telling you to rest, you better rest, otherwise it's not going to give you a choice. Alrighty. Well, that was a lovely message. And I definitely look forward to working with this deck more. Especially seeing that it offers like card companions. Hi Bree, I hope you're doing well. Funny. You just missed how fitting. You just missed a quick poll from the Witching Oracle deck, and it was all about rest and taking care of yourself. And how you shouldn't be taking on anything more, because you already have enough to deal with on your plate. Uh... Oh, so hello, Bunsfish. Alrighty, so definitely. I definitely look forward to working with this deck some more because I love the artwork. I love that it has like companion cards that like alters the meaning slightly if you get them paired together within the deck, and it also includes like a tarot companion card as well. So, yeah. Yo, affirmations, what's up with the threes? We just got affirmation 3 and then 33. Alrighty, so, for tonight, we'll be using the, Modern Witch Tarot, which is lovely, the Earth and Bone Oracle. We're going to be using the Enlightened Cat Oracle as like an affirmation deck. And then we're also going to be seeing what guides have to say directly with the Embroidered Graveyard. Because, yeah. That's okay, we're just gonna get into collectives. So, we're gonna do a quick collective, so... You know me and how long I like to yap. So, you probably won't miss it, you're all good. Yeah. I feel that. I feel that. Oh, so hello. Alrighty. So, let's go ahead and start collectives, shall we? Well, the collective. Lately I've just been doing one, so that we can get into queue. Alright. What message do we all need to hear today? Alright. Okay, well. Apparently they're talking in all caps right now. Ugh. Yeah. I feel that one too, Egg. I actually had some events happen over the past couple of days that kind of, involved that for myself as well. So... But yeah, I'm sorry that you've been dealing with that. So hello, Zabu Ninja. Nice to see you again. Alright, so we got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Followed by... Let's see, upright. Ooh, right or reversed. That is still sideways. Can you choose a direction, please? Okay. They're saying, apparently they're just kind of saying, like, no, both sides of the energy being called on here, we're not choosing a fucking direction. But ultimately, it apparently wants to be upright. So, justice upright. And 5 of Wands. So there's some difficulty currently. There's some difficulty currently. Essentially, things might, oh, of course. We have an ad starting in, like, a few seconds, so I'll hold off before I get into this. As long as... no, yeah. It just says ad starting soon, though. I don't know why ads have been like this lately. It, like, takes a few, takes a bit for it to, like, kick in. Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately. So, I know the moment I start getting into, like, trying to explain this, it's gonna decide, like, now I'm going to play the ads and I'm going to interrupt you, because fuck you. I don't want the explanation to be cut off. Thank you, Twitch. There we go. Alright, well, while the ads are playing real quick, I'm gonna take a drink of water here. Exactly. Is that pronounced Dolos, by the way? I just want to make sure that I'm actually, like, pronouncing that correctly. Welcome back. Just waiting for ads, the ad timer to finish to guarantee that everyone's out of ads. So, and then I'll go ahead and get into the reading. Okay, welcome back. The ad timer's ended, so ads should be over. But anyway, so, to get into this, seems like there's kind of a lot going on here, and things might not be quite going your way. Things haven't been flowing very easily for you, and might be a little bit of, like, stuckness and stagnation with some areas in your life. And considering that the Justice card didn't really want to choose a direction, it also kind of tells me that it's also pulling on that reverse situation a little bit as well. So there might be just kind of a lot of, like, general unfairness that you're dealing with, or you just kind of feel like some situation is unfair and imbalanced and things aren't quite right. And from the 5 of Wands, I'm also getting, like, for me, the 5 of Wands is usually, like, all about comparison. Like, it's very frequently about conflict, and just like fighting and like arguing and stuff, but more often than not for me it's usually about conflict or comparison. You're kind of like comparing yourself to others and wondering why you don't have what they do, even though you've been doing the same things. But the thing is, what works for someone else isn't necessarily going to work for you, and it's important that you find the things that work for you and the things that actually like make sense to you and just that you connect with, okay? Because that's how you personalize your journey and your path towards working towards those goals for yourself, okay? The same process isn't going to work for everyone, okay? Everyone's journey is going to be unique. Are there going to be a lot of similarities and shared experiences between things? Yes. But it's not gonna be just kind of like a cookie cutter situation here, okay? If you try the same process, you're not guaranteed to get the same results, and more often than not, you're not going to get the same results because you weren't meant to do it exactly that way. You have to essentially just kind of personalize it to yourself, okay? And it's okay. It's okay to just kind of like feel like it's okay to feel like it's unfair, that you're not like getting the same results and that like something's quite not right, okay? But don't compare yourself too much, okay? Find what works for you. Take inspiration from others, okay? And like what they've done. And take away the bits that aren't really like working for you, okay? And supplement it with things that will. Personalize it, tailor it to yourself, okay? Because your journey is going to be different. And again, with the Justice card here being in the upright position, ultimately, this is how you bring that back into balance, okay? And you actually start... Things are set into balance, things are righted, things actually start moving forward with whatever it is that you're working towards, okay? Find what works for you. Find what works for you. Take inspiration from others' experiences and others' journeys, others' processes, but make it your own. Add your own twist, your own flair, your own uniqueness, okay? Okay. And let's see what the Oracle deck wants to add. Ooh. Alrighty. Flight. Opportunity. Prosperity. And new venture. And also, sorry, I forgot to mention, the queue will be open, after the collective, after I'm done with the collective message here. So, queue isn't quite open yet, so it will be shortly. Also, welcome back. Alrighty. And let's see what this has to say here, yeah? Opportunity, prosperity, new venture. It's either use it or lose it. There's no time to waste. It will be gone if you wait too long. Take advantage of any opportunity that comes your way. Never hold out for a better opportunity. It could lead to more opportunities, lessons, or ideas. But if you don't take advantage of it, it will vanish forever. Never eat your dessert last. Savor it now, or you may lose the chance to enjoy it later. The present is all we have. Whatever you do not employ, you forfeit. What you sow is what you will reap. You always get more than you put out, whether it's negative or positive. Now is the moment to start preparing for the coming decade. It's something that everybody can do. Now is the moment to get started so you can reap the benefits later. Now is the time to plant the seeds you want to harvest later. True magic is about encouraging the improbable. Try using incantations and spells to bring things into reality that are already a part of your life and routine. You can persuade your subconscious mind of unusual things once it believes daily acts are the result of intention and spells. Prioritize manifesting more likely outcomes before moving on to less likely outcomes. That's a good question. It looks like it might be a raven or a crow. It might be a raven. So, and it just has like a little, has a little skull head. And then the affirmation for this, because this deck includes like little affirmations, which I love. It does almost look like a vulture. It really does. The affirmation for this card says, I am present. I focus solely on the now. I trust that my joy is the compass of my correct path. Huh, so follow your heart, eh? That sounds like a familiar message. Alrighty, and let's see what fucking call-out Spirit has for us from the, Embroidered Graveyard Oracle, eh? Spirit's just, like, calling us the fuck out apparently right now. And I don't like that there was a card that immediately popped out. Oh, there are two of them. Oh, fuck. We got Nourish. And we got Star Reader. So for these, because this deck is made to be like a... the Embroidered Graveyard Oracle is for two purposes. It was made for two purposes. Communicating directly with Spirit, hence the aesthetic of a Ouija board and usage of a planchet. And for shadow work. So for these cards, there's a spirit communing section and an introspection section. So with this deck though, however, I like to use it just as a way for Spirit to just directly say something. So we usually always read the spirit communing section. So, Nourish. Your ancestors and spirit guides exist outside of the shackles of time, and as a result, they hold infinite wisdom in their messages. They are capable of big picture thinking at a moment's notice. When this card comes to you, they are asking you to trust them, dream big, and then most importantly, do the steps. Have bravery here because this will test you. Give yourself permission and take to the skies. You could soar if you would only let yourself trust in your wings. Tell me why there are like 3 birds here, please. Or bird-like creatures. 3 creatures with wings. We got a harpy, a raven, and an owl of some sort. And this card is literally called Flight. You could soar if you want. You could soar if you would only let yourself trust in your wings, is that last line there. Alrighty. And then we have Star Reader. Yeah, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Alright. Star Reader. Spirit is communicating to you through written words. You must research and explore any book or article that you were drawn to. I'm getting to it, I promise. I only just discovered it today, okay? I'll get to it. You must research and explore any book or article that you were drawn to. Within it will be a message that Spirit wants you to know. You'll know because you'll get a goosebumpy feeling like a mental itch that needs scratching. You will know it when you feel it. See this card as permission from the divine and your guides cheering you on. Crack open the spine or type in the search bar and begin your journey. I know that feeling. Like, there were some things that happened over the weekend for me that, yeah. And it culminated today in, like, some really fucking weird shit happening that's just like... Really, guys? Guys? The fuck? So, yeah, Adam knows, because he was there for it all. And, like, the events of the weekend are kind of what led to me, like, getting that inspiration. Because I had some realizations. And that's kind of what led to me getting the inspiration to writing the, like, poems, or poem that I did for, Mr. Sass. And then that curiosity took hold, and I just kind of started going down a rabbit hole, and I stumbled upon some, like, really weird information that just kind of actually validates, like, so much of what I've experienced. And it's just like, really? Guys? You've been holding on to this entire time? So, it's been an interesting weekend. Alright, and then for a quick affirmation, we're gonna use the Enlightened Cat Oracle here. Alright, we got a card. Unconditional love. Sorry, I have to kind of hold it to read it, because there's no guidebook for these. It's just what's on the card is what you get. So that's why I kind of feel like for the deck list for Choose Your Own Deck nights, I think I'm gonna make this an extra deck because it's more like an affirmation deck than it is like a fully fledged like Oracle deck. Even though it is called the Enlightened Cat Oracle, I think I'm just gonna make it an affirmation deck because I feel like it's gonna work better that way. So, unconditional love. Offer your love freely, but don't waste it on those who don't value it. Love given without condition is the purest form of affection. This includes to yourself, by the way. but also, like, that applies to others. It applies to both others and yourself, okay? So. Alrighty, so that wraps up our collective reading there. That was a bit of a fucking doozy. And they were definitely talking in all caps tonight, I guess, so thank you. Now let's go ahead and open the queue. Alrighty, the queue is open. You may go ahead and join. Alright. So, as I'm putting the cards back in the Embroidered Graveyard deck, I happen to notice the card that's on the bottom of the deck. Crow's Eye View. Spirit, are you good? You good? Hi, Kels. The funny thing is, if I remember correctly, yeah, that's who I thought it was. A quick peek to see, because I know that's one of the goddess cards in the deck. That card is associated with the Morrigan, the Celtic goddess. So. Crows are associated with her. I know Hecate can also have an association with, like, birds as well, but hers is more like, hers is more so like, dogs, black dogs, but she is associated with birds as well. So, yeah. Okay, anyway. Alrighty. Are you ready, Ghost? Awesome, let me take a drink of water. Alrighty. Let's see what message you need here. Darn hiccups. Ooh. Alrighty. Right and reversed. Okay. Right and reversed. Nope. Okay. Righter. Reversed. Thank you. Okay. We have the Ten of Cups. Eight of Wands reversed. This one kinda didn't want to choose a direction initially, it just kept flipping sideways. And same thing with the Judgment card here as well. So Ten of Cups is all about kind of like commonly referred to as like that happy ending card very frequently. It's all about finding that happiness though, and like that emotional fulfillment, and just being in a really good place emotionally, okay? And this is something that's just kind of like on the horizon for you, okay? But there might be some, with the Eight of Wands reversed, there might be some delays in just kind of, delays or like setbacks that are just kind of like getting in the way of that somewhat occasionally, and just creating like a temporary blockage or obstacle, okay? And things aren't quite going as like smoothly or as like quickly as perhaps you may want, okay? Okay? But make sure that you're following, given that the Judgment card also kind of didn't really want to like pick a direction initially, make sure that you're actually following those signs, and those like that inner call and that like pull where you're being like pulled towards and led towards, okay? It might be hard to just kind of accept and hard to make sense of sometimes, but just keep following where you're being led, okay? And just know that you are on the edge of this here, okay? You're right on the edge of it, because the Judgment card is right before the World, okay? Which is that state of completion. Okay? You're close. You're very close. It's just right there on the horizon. Okay? Just, patience. Okay? Everything will fall into place eventually. Everything will make sense eventually. Okay? There just might be a few hiccups along the way. Alright, and let's see. Lots of hiccups today. Really thinking about this oracle card, I guess. Okay, of course. Excuse me. Uh... Time. What did I just say? Okay. Time. Planning, making decisions, and taking risks. Do everything you want to do before your time is up. Live the life you want. Don't wait for anyone or anything. Don't get to the end of the road with any regrets. If there's something you want to do, then do it. Stop waiting for the right time. Now is the right time. Less thinking, more doing. Stop fearing the unknown. Stop doubting and start imagining all the positive possibilities. Nothing is set in stone. Have the courage and willpower to try. The universe and your spirit guides have your back. Your spirit team wants the best for you. They want you to enjoy this life to the fullest. Lessons are presented to you that you must learn so that your dreams and desires can align perfectly. Go through what you need to experience and feel. Learn to heal. Going through it is the only way to get what you want. Make positive changes if you aren't happy. You hold the power for your own happiness. Exude gratitude and it will all work out. Uh-huh. Also, why does this sound like one of the poems I literally just wrote? Your affirmation here is, I give myself permission to thrive. I am attracting high vibrational experiences into my life. Exactly. Yeah. And like how, like, a lot of people will take that to mean that, like, things, like, a lot of people, like, take that to mean that, like, nothing's actually really happening if things can always change on, like, a moment's notice. No. It means there are still things that are being set in motion, but there's always room to change it. And that means there's a lot of potential. It's all about the potential there. That's just waiting for you. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well. Okay. Oh, nah. Let's see what the Embroidered Graveyard wants to add here. That's why it wants to give you here. And we have create. Your spirit guides and ancestors are so proud of how far you've come. We live in a world which changes fast, and we must adapt quicker than people have ever had to before. When Spirit shows you this card, it's because there is an area of your life which is a little stuck, and you must create your way out of this box. You're leveling up, so see the challenge as fun and think outside the box. You create yourself from every action and habit you perform. The food you eat becomes you. The thoughts you think shape your mind. You have everything you need within you already to shift the very fabric of your soul. This can be difficult sometimes, so if you feel stuck, ask Spirit exactly where you can find the answers with the spread, "Yo ancestors, please hype me up," on page 260, and then start creating your best self. I love that that's like the name of a spread that's included with this little, with this deck. I love that there's a spread that's just called "Yo ancestors, please hype me up." So this card is all about transformation, which fits because it is card number 13. "13 is the number of the major arcana card, Death, which is all about change and transformation. And that death rebirth paradigm. Yeah. It makes sense though, considering you're a Scorpio. Alrighty, what's our card here for you? Ah. Stretch regularly. Stretching is not just a physical act, but a metaphor for life. Always stretch yourself beyond your comfort zone, but do so gently to avoid injury. It is a cat. This is the Enlightened Cat Oracle. Though we're using it more as an affirmation deck because it's not really like a fully fledged like Oracle deck with like a guidebook or anything. What you see on the card is what you get, so. Yeah. Apparently just really likes giving you the orange and white cats out of like any deck that contains them, apparently. Because I know you very frequently get the orange and white cat that looks like Mr. President, your cat. Like all the fucking time from the Therapets deck. So, I hope that message helps. Aw. Also, before I forget, let me go ahead and issue a last call for Q here for anyone who might still like want to join. Because I just noticed the time here, so Yeah. If there's anyone who wants to join the queue, you may go ahead and do so. I'll be leaving it open for a few more minutes. Probably until the end of the next reading. So. Oh, so you're welcome. Alrighty. Okay. Let me go ahead and take another drink of water here. Okay. So, let's go ahead and see what we have for you today. What? Okay. We have the Hermit. Three of Wands. The Hanged One reversed. And the Knight of Cups. Okay, so there's some just kind of like there's been like things have been put on pause here, okay? Likely. Yeah, it's about it's about slowing down and just kind of like going internally. It's essentially time because like things aren't quite going your way and there's probably like a bit of stasis here in some regard in your life, and I mean, you already know what this is. You're being asked to kind of venture within and reflect and see what it is that you need to be changing, what you need to be exploring and pushing deeper into, venturing deeper into, so that you can move forward to this place of action again, okay? Because the Hanged Man, or as this deck calls it, the Hanged One, reversed, is all about like coming out of this place of stasis and like moving forward with things again, okay? And there's probably a general sense of uncertainty here, okay, with this just with being just kind of like stuck in this place and feeling like you're just stuck and in this state of stasis, okay? And this is again why you're being asked to slow down, take a break, and just kind of reflect inward on yourself, journey inward in yourself, and explore. To see exactly, like, how you can just kind of be moving forward with things again, okay? And the Knight of Cups is also, again, lending itself to this, like, forward movement again, with that, like, Hanged Man reversed card, okay? The Knight of Cups here is all about slow and steady progress, okay? Slow and steady progress. It's the slowest moving, knight in all of the suits, okay? Because knights are always associated with movement and action. And forward momentum, okay? This is the slowest moving one out of any of the suits, okay? Don't push yourself too hard. Don't push yourself too fast, okay? Remember that phrase, slow and steady wins the race, okay? Don't overwhelm yourself. There are other ways that you can address this and get yourself out of this place of stasis and into movement again. And it's time to just kind of reflect on where you can make adjustments to your life and in your routine so that you can start shifting things again, okay? Okay. We have two cards here for you, it looks like. We have Portal and Visionary. Goodness. So hiccupy today, apparently. Okay. Portal. Originality, idealism, and progression are the keywords here. This is a transformative moment in your life, when you are about to walk through the door into a new world. You can use this wisdom or experience to your advantage if you create a new perspective through self-development. Go forward, dear one. You are protected by Divinity's circle of love. In the direction you flow, there is a new earth, or should we say fresh beginnings, to be discovered. This is a natural progression in the right direction. Let go of the negative emotions that no longer serve you. Trust in Spirit's guidance. You'll be safe under their protection. Drop the layers of security and embrace your vulnerability. You may face adversity as you go against the grain, but your wisdom is grounded and rooted in Earth's nurturing energy, and you will flourish as a result. Release the responsibilities of feeling trodden on as you begin to dig beneath the treads that others have imprinted on you. Permit the water to wash over you and carry any burdens away. There is comfort and solace in solitude as you break loose from the herd. The seeds that have been sown are continuing to grow, and despite the rocky ground, your roots are firm, allowing your aspirations to flourish. You began by learning how to walk, then dug beneath the surface to remove trespassers' imprints. You've sowed your seeds and watched them grow and flourish. You are about to be given the opportunity to reap their bounty. Your inner calling is inviting you to reflect on the past and heal from it so that you can embrace a fresh start. The affirmation associated with this card is, I am evolving every day. I am an expression of consciousness in physical form. Alrighty. And then, Visionary. confidence, passion, and self-worth. And also, I do just want to say, that is very, very frequently what, like, something I forgot to mention there. And that card kind of, touched on it a little bit. And, I have a feeling this one is also going to touch on it too. If I remember correctly, because when I first used this deck, myself, this was the card that popped out for me. So the Hermit is also sometimes about, like, going within and just reflecting on it within and just kind of removing the influence of others, okay? It's reconnecting with yourself. Okay. Removing outside influence. And that card very much touched on it. The portal card did, okay? No, I'm not the one playing piano. That's just, some, soothing, relaxing music that I have on in the background. Okay, so confidence, passion, and self-worth are the keywords for this card. Consider the past and carefully acknowledge and identify what you've learned. Forgive yourself now. Accept yourself as you are. Your enthusiasm is limitless, and it is accompanied by a generous spirit and a desire to succeed. People who don't understand you may mistake your dedication and focus for vanity or even bossiness, but take comfort in knowing that you care profoundly and are unwaveringly devoted to those who give love. Don't get upset by prior mistakes. Don't point the finger at others. When life gets tough, be there for yourself. Make yourself at ease. Compliment yourself. Consider connecting with individuals who support you. Knowing you're not alone brings a sense of belonging and worth. You're working so hard to uncover your calling, that glimmer of inspiration that will give your life meaning and make you want to live. You're on the lookout for experiences that will make you feel alive. One piece of advice: don't try so hard. Stop looking for that one thing that will make your life better right away. Realize your spirit guides have already been working to improve your situation. Let go of the reins and just be. All the solutions will be given once you start just enjoying the things you appreciate in life. Finding that missing piece or key to unlock fulfillment does not make life abundant. When life is appreciated, it is at its best, so get started doing what you like. It's that simple. Simply concentrate on what you enjoy doing. The affirmation for this is, I am supported by the universe. I trust my inner guidance. Okay. Okay. And let's see what the embroidered graveyard one said. Yeah. We have two cards again. Truth Seeker. And Rest. Yeah, I know that feeling, but remember that the things that are meant for you aren't going to pass you by. Okay. The spirit communing section for this is what we tell ourselves matters. Well, but we don't always use objective truth. Often our perspective is what we tell ourselves. And if we're not careful, we brainwash ourselves into a whole new truth. When we feel low, it's easy to look to distraction. We can con Marie? Is that supposed to be Marie Kondo? Our apartments, or buy a new outfit, and we're temporarily lifted, and yet the sinking feeling returns. Yeah. It seems like it's a shortening of Marie Kondo. That's funny. Until we look within and address the underlying situation, it will always return. This happened to me. I had a eureka moment when I stopped seeing myself as a victim because this kept me small and scared. Once I started to see myself as a big part of my own story with full autonomy and power, I would tell myself I could do anything and then watch it happen. And I also just kind of want to read the introspection section as well. Question everything. What you hear others say, read online, your own thoughts and actions, and find the objective truth in everything. Make sure the only time your perception of life is being altered is by you and for your betterment. We can tell ourselves hurtful things, or we can say more self-loving things. And after a while, we'll believe whatever it is. So make sure it's for your growth. Okay. And then we have rest. We can sometimes become lost in time. Time wasted, time stressed over, and time lost. We spend a large portion of our lives asleep, but even that we don't do enough of. We are chronically sleep deprived, or suffering from poor quality sleep on a global scale. Your spirits and ancestors want you to know if things feel hard, then learn to rest, not quit. You don't have to get there yesterday. You were right when and where you were supposed to be. What if we relaxed just a pinch so we actually enjoyed the journey we were on? Rest says it's happening. It's on its way to you. Don't fret, sweet one. Come sit by old Mama Bear and rest for a while. Or perhaps, come sit by old Mama Cat. Might be a better phrase there. Actually, that brings up hold on a second. Oh, hold on. No way. I was just thinking about this word earlier, and this is a question I was thinking about asking you. Have you ever heard her say a word to you that you don't understand? Because it's in a different language. That is. Yeah. Because this is something I've been like, I've kind of got a feeling of. I have a feeling this is a word she might use like pretty frequently with you. Do you ever hear the word nedgem? She might pronounce it slightly differently, but... Nedgem. Do you know what it means? I assume she said it to you then. It's a term of endearment. Would you like to know what it means? I know the feeling. Okay? These are things we could talk about if you want to. It means sweet one. Or sweetheart. Or dear one. It's a term of endearment. In old language from ancient Egypt. Hence why she uses it. That literally jogged my memory because, that phrase is something I considered putting in one of my poems. Yeah. I know that feeling, because, I've been talked to in a language that I don't quite understand before, but somehow I always understand what it means. And I've actually, like, looked up some of the things that I've heard, and funnily enough, I actually did interpret them correctly. That happened yet again earlier today, by the way. With a different phrase. But, today I heard, today I heard the word, aku. Which is a word that, according to dictionaries of the old ancient Egyptian language, means sunshine, but it's not entirely correct. My first thought upon actually hearing that phrase was that for some reason that sounds like it means radiant soul. I looked it up. And it is. And the reason why I thought that was because, Ak is the name. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Exactly. I just wrote a poem centered around sunshine, using that old lullaby as part of, as like a piece of it. And, the reason why that was my initial thought was because I know that Ak is one of the, elements of a spirit. It is a spirit who has essentially passed through the trials of Duat and made it to the gods. They mingle with the gods because they've passed the trials. They have ascended, in other words. And so I was like, why is that? They're saying it means sunshine, but that sounds more like radiant soul. Because Ak. And sure enough, that's what it means. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me. And, Aku is essentially, it's a term that can be used for ancestors as well. It speaks to blood ties. It can be used as a word for ancestors as well, because another like way that it translates is blessed dead or transfigured spirit, because again it's a spirit that's essentially passed through all the trials of Duat and has now essentially ascended and made it to the realm of the gods. And that was a weird rabbit hole that I went on today that kind of started explaining a lot. Okay. Anyway, we have one more card for you here. Be present. Live in the moment. While it may seem to be staring off into space, or while I may be seem... Let me start over. That's essentially what it means. It essentially means it's a soul that's ascended. They've passed through all the trials of Duat. They've gained all the knowledge they need to. And they freely mingle with the gods. Be present. Live in the moment. While I may seem to be staring off into space, I am deeply immersed in the now. I feel feeling every vibration and noting every scent. So, be present. Relax. Rest. Enjoy life. This is also how you connect deeper with them, by the way. It's in those moments of complete silence that I'll just randomly hear things just like spoken directly into my ear or like directly in front of me. It's just like, the fuck was that? But I'm used to it by now because Mr. Sass is always just there, just speaking. Saying something. But anyway, I hope that message helps. Yeah, meanwhile, he just likes fucking with Adam. But that's not even always him. They all just kind of like fucking with him because they're trying to get him to cheer the fuck up. Good, I'm glad. Sorry that went on a bit of a tangent there, but the phrase sweet one was just used in that rest card, and I was just like, oh wait, hold on. Because like that experience earlier today like made me realize, and like thinking about that poem again like made me realize and stuff. I was just like, wait. I wonder if she's had any experiences with this too. I need to fucking ask. Also, funnily enough, that was a term of endearment, Negem, that was used frequently with cats. just gonna say. But yeah, so that's what they're talking about with me about like what I need to actually like go look into, because I apparently already understand the language, at least when it's in small snippets, but I need to actually go gain conscious knowledge of it, because yeah. Besides, it's a way that I want to honor them. Okay, Adam, it's your turn. Are you ready? Also, yes, indeed, egg. Though spirit always prescribes whimsy for me. And apparently... apparently... Breeze now being prescribed the same thing. Spirit says, be silly, bitch. Alright. Thank you. I almost forgot. I already got it, Adam. But thank you. Alrighty. What message do you need to hear? Okay. Well. Well. Okay. 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 We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Nine of Swords reversed. And we have the Four of Swords. Okay. So, the message here is, again, it's kind of all about just kind of, you know, finding that state of, like, happiness and emotional fulfillment, that state where emotions essentially, you're just emotionally in, like, a very good place, okay? Where you're experiencing things in the way that you want to, you're experiencing happiness, you're getting fulfillment, the things that you've wanted have essentially, like, started coming to you, okay? And once again, like, this is, like, something that's on the horizon and something that you need to continue working towards, okay? Right now, yeah, you're spending a lot of time in your head consumed by, like, worries and anxieties and fears and doubts and just all of that, like, negative, just mental weight that's bogging you down. But you will find relief from this, okay? And again, this is something to continue working towards and working on creating for yourself, okay? Pause. Now is the time for pause and rest. Replenish yourself. Because even though it may not feel like it, like, these sorts of situations are very draining and they can often create mental blockages, okay? So it's time to just rest, pause, disconnect, replenish yourself by just kind of, like, spending time doing other things. Doing things that you enjoy, okay? Don't feel guilty about any of this, okay? This isn't a reason to feel guilty, okay? So. Yeah. Whew. Goodness, not the yawns. Also, that brings up another good point. Sleep. You need sleep. Sometimes that rest is quite... I mean, it means rest quite literally if you actually need sleep. Okay. And here we have Cage. Alrighty. Keywords here are freedom, release, and reclaiming power. Release and let go of the past. Make conscious actions to live your life from a place of love and joy. Trust what's coming and accept what is here for you now. This is your message of transformation. You may be experiencing a tower moment, in that the universe is clearing away stagnant or past energy. You are being stripped bare from everyone and everything that does not serve the new you. The time has come for your cleansing and release. It is time to leave any old energy behind that is not aligned with you. You may need to go through a cleansing process in order to cross into this new life and new cycle. You are being encouraged to clear out your past and old vibrations, especially emotionally, and to cleanse your frequency so that impressions of the past do not negate the abundance that is hurtling towards you now. Sorry. I have a annoying-ass neighbor who likes roaring through on his motorcycle, blasting music. Sorry if my microphone is picking that up. Everything arrives when you are ready. If opportunities arrive on your doorstep, the universe says that you are ready. Even if you have yet to completely heal from the past. Just so long as you are making strides forward. The affirmation here is, I do not need to dominate anyone to be spiritually awake and attain abundance. I choose to be kind to myself. What did I like telling you very frequently there, sir? Oh. Also, thank you, Zabu Ninja. That's very sweet. Okay. Let's see. Like the Embroidered graveyard stuff. Okay. We have Weaver. Uh-oh. If you've been putting yourself down or taking your talents for granted, your spirits and guides are telling you to course correct now. Do Do not compare your expression, body, performance, or talents with others. Yours are beautiful and unique. Your guides are asking you to focus on your journey and to keep building the skills you need. Value yourself fiercely and be your own cheerleader. Try the self-compassion on low days spell anytime you feel your mindset slip into toxic self-comparison. The spirit's just like, bitch, did I stutter? Oh. Okay, let's see. Oh man, they're calling you the fuck out right now. Like, take no prisoners fucking approach right now, man. The card you got here is express yourself. Express yourself. If you're happy, show it. If you're not, find a constructive way to express that too. Communication is key. Even if it's just a simple meow. Also, I love how colorful this card is. It's so fucking pretty. And look at that adorable cat. That cat looks like a little bit of a little shit, though. You know that cat's gonna cause some mischief. Look at that face. You know that cat's gonna get up to no good. I love that emote. That's great. Alrighty. So I hope that message helped. Just remember to keep communicating with spirit, okay? Communicate with your spirit guides. That's what they're there for. They want to help you through this. Just like they've done the same for me. Okay? Alright. I'm assuming that's pronounced Adolos? Or Adolos? Is that correct? Okay. we do have an ad starting here in like a little less than a minute, so we're probably going to draw your cards here, and then I'll probably have to pause before I get into the explanation of them, because it's probably going to be interrupted by ads. So, alright. So, let's see what you need to hear today, Adolos. Okay. That was very quick, actually. Okay, I'm trying to reverse. Reversed. Okay. Okay. So we have the Five of Pentacles reversed. The High Priestess reversed as well. Though this didn't initially want to pick a direction. It did end up like in reverse though. But that is kind of telling me that like upright energy is also kind of being called on here too. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed as well. And we'll get into that as soon as ads decide what the fuck they want to do here. I'm surprised they actually let me explain like all the cards, because it's been sitting in that ad starting soon period for a while now. There we go. Okay. Thank you for at least waiting for that much ads. Alright, I'm gonna take a drink of water here. Also need to stretch my legs a little. I've been sitting in like the same position for a while. Ugh. Okay, that's better. Okay. So, the ads should be over, so. Yes, okay, welcome back. So, with this Five of Pentacles reversed here, there's, there may have been some situation in the past here that kind of left you just kind of like feeling left out in the cold, and just like high and dry is also like, for some reason, high and dry is also just kind of like a phrase that comes to mind. Just some past situation that's just kind of periodically left you, or like temporarily left you just kind of like in a place of just kind of like struggle of some sort. This doesn't like, obviously this is usually because it's like the Suit of Pentacles and stuff, it usually does involve like finances, but it doesn't necessarily just have to be applied to finances. the pentacles are just kind of the suit of the material realm in general, and it can apply to like so many things. And recovering from this situation is something that you're just kind of in the process of doing, or just still in like the very early stages of. So and I do also get the sense that this is also just kind of coming from that Ace of Pentacles reversed energy as well. There's likely like some goal that you're like working towards, like manifesting and just like creating for yourself. There's like this thing that you're working towards, and things probably haven't quite gone like in your direction, or like quite like in your favor, and like in the way that you've wanted to, or you're just experiencing some delay or obstacle that's just kind of like gotten in your path. That's just kind of left you floundering a little bit. Yeah, that would do it. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. I'm sure that that's like put you in just kind of like a hell of a situation that's just kind of left you feeling very high strung and very stressed. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure. But congratulations on the baby though. I hope baby is happy and healthy and everything's going well on that front. And I hope the move to a new city is going okay, because all that happening at once, my goodness. But yeah, and the High Priestess reversed here is just kind of like speaking towards, you know, there's this disconnect from your inner guidance system, and this disconnect from self, okay? Because the High Priestess is usually just about like that, like internal connection to ourselves, okay? It's about that internal connection to ourselves. And yeah, it's probably leading to you feeling very lost because there's a lot of uncertainty and you're not really sure what to be doing. So the advice here is to just kind of do your best to like just like realign yourself with that and like tune back into yourself and that inner guidance system, okay? You'll find your way out of this, and you'll get your way out of this, okay? You'll create your way out of this, okay? And things may seem very uncertain and just, you may be feeling very lost, yes, right now, but, things will straighten out and things will come back together here, okay? This is just a bump in the road, okay? Yeah, I'm sure. I found myself in a period of like that. Well, it felt like it to me anyway, because I wasn't really connected to it in the way that I wanted to be, and in the way that I was like in the very beginning. And there were like, there was a mental fog that like just kind of weighed really heavily on me for about 16 months. And it was only just recently that that finally lifted, and I have a level of clarity that I haven't had in a long time, and I'm finally connected back in to that inner guidance again. That inner, just myself completely and entirely in a way that I haven't felt in a long time. And I say it felt like I was disconnected from it. I still had that guidance. It was just a lot harder to make sense of things because of that mental fog. Okay, so we have two cards here. We have Shelter and Surrender. But yeah, to finish that thought though, yeah, I know what that's like, but trust that in due time you will find it again, okay? You'll reconnect to it in the way that you want, okay? You'll find that clarity. Okay. Yeah. Alrighty. And like that's often what the like high priestess like also just kind of means to me in that upright position. It's about trust. It's about trusting in yourself and just kind of trusting that you have like what it takes to just kind of get yourself out of it, or just like go after what it is that you want, really. And that you know what to do. It's trust in yourself and your abilities. So and like I said at the beginning, like that high priestess card didn't want to like choose a direction initially, which I do that purposefully so that it can tell me like if both sides of that energy are being called on. So, and then I let it choose whatever direction that it ultimately wants to be read in, but I'll also kind of include some of that, like the other side of that energy. So keywords here are spiritual growth, accountability, and healing. It takes time and work to heal, and it isn't always a one-time fix. You may need to return to the shadow and difficult memories again until your mind stops repeating the negative and instead transforms it into an opportunity for growth and learning. After you've let go of the things that are holding you down, you can persevere. It's important to let go of any feelings of shame or guilt. Forgive the person who went through that. That person is no longer you. From there, think about what you'd do differently, but avoid thinking about what you wouldn't want to do again. Replace that memory with a new one. Picture yourself in that situation and consider what you would have done differently to avoid causing yourself unwanted experiences. Accept that you are a human being. Assume accountability and forgive yourself. Make the conscious decision to learn from your mistakes and accept that you have evolved and are no longer the same person. Allow yourself to let go of these emotions, since they belong in the past and you are now living in the present. Those emotions are not indicative of who you are. You may feel compelled to slow down and spend time in nature, meditate, or engage in a healthy activity that allows you to enjoy yourself. And yes, slowing down and taking time for rest are very important in reconnecting to yourself. But I'd imagine with a kid, especially with a baby, that's something that's very, very hard to find time for. As a new parent, especially when the children are very young. And the affirmation here is, I am whole and do not need to chase anything in order to be complete. I am aligned with what I've learned and how I have grown. I am better, wiser, and stronger because of my experiences and lessons. And so this deck does kind of have a an element of kind of like shadow work to it. And shadow work is the process of working with your shadow. Like, if you're not aware of what that is, it's the process of working with your shadow and releasing any of those, like, fears, doubts, harsh criticisms, trauma from past experiences, any of the nasty shit that you're just, like, carrying with you throughout your life, okay? And shadow work and light work are both where my specialty lies in regards to tarot, so. Sometimes you just kind of have to release those, release some emotions and, some of those limiting beliefs that we're holding on to, in order to move forward. And for a new parent, this might be coming in, like, the form of believing that you're, like, not doing good enough. You're not doing enough for your kid. You're worried that you won't be able to provide what you want to for your kid. And, all sorts of other nasty shit. So, yeah. Okay. And surrender. Letting go, trust, and expansion. Let go of any fears around the vision or how you will achieve the dream. Allow things to flow. Enjoy living more. Find peace, balance, and joy in where you are currently at. Accept where you are and what you have and be happy with it. Make the best of the life you currently have and your current situation. Take breaks, re-energize, enjoy life, try other things, and balance work and ambition with time off. Listen to your heart, follow intuition, and divine guidance. Interesting, given that High Priestess card. Meditate and pick the things that Source leads you to. Realize and write down all the choices you have right now. Divine timing is allowing for you to be humble and practice improving your self-worth. Once you feel 100% yourself and the strength of your truth, that is when things will fall into place. Let go of any worries. It will happen when the time is right. Know that it will all work out. The right way will feel easy and will occur almost naturally. You will be excited about the choice to follow the decision. You will feel inspired. It will feel light. You have a foundation and stability within, and therefore can easily let go and surrender material possessions and connections that no longer serve. So, there's definitely an element of just kind of releasing some, like, limiting beliefs or like fears and worries that you're just kind of carrying with you right now, okay? Release those. Remember that you're doing your best with what you have. You're trying to create a better life for you and your kid, okay? For you and your family. And that's what matters. And the affirmation associated with this card is, I release all energy that is not aligned with my greatest good. I rid myself of any doubts by remembering there is a valid reason for everything that happens. I know that feeling. I know that feeling. You just kind of feel like you have to have all your shit in order to, like, achieve what you want to. And that's usually not really the case. And especially with something like parenthood and stuff, it'll throw curveballs at you. And you can't, as much as you try to be, you will not be 100% prepared for everything that throws at you. So you just gotta do your best with what you have. And do your best to do right by yourself and your family. Alrighty, and let's see what the Embroidered Graveyard wants to add. Ooh. Alrighty, very interesting. We have ancestors. And I turned right to the page. Right to the page. Opened the book right exactly where I needed to be. So, oh, okay. Well, thank you for stopping by. I'm sorry I couldn't get to you in time. Alrighty. All of your ancestors gather and look to you with love, joy, and hope. Their message is to check in with them wherever you need help and support, or whenever you need help and support. There are so many of them stretching back throughout an ocean of time. This makes them incredibly strong in their numbers. Lean on them. They are asking to help you, so let them. So, trust that your ancestors got your back, and they want to help you in any way that they can, okay? And also, they love you, and they're probably very proud of you. And, yeah. And they're probably just so excited. And so proud of you. And your little family. Okay? So just keep doing your best. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay. Those two cards, apparently. Those just flew out. Alrighty, we have the art of observation. Sometimes the best course of action is to sit back and observe. You can learn a lot about your environment and those within it by simply watching. Yeah, like, that's how I like draw tarot cards. I let them fly out. So, these happen to just pop out with lots of intensity. So they're apparently just like these two, please. These ones. It's always funny when that happens. And then we have adaptability. Be as fluid as water, able to adapt to any container life puts you in. Flexibility is a key to survival and happiness. So, I hope that message helps. Also, thank you. That's very sweet. And I'm glad that, having me on in the background is providing some amount of help or comfort to you, so. Oh, really? Well, no wonder why they wanted to choose those cards then. They're just like cats. Go hug the fuzzy little creatures. Aw. Those are cute names. Hmm. You're welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Alright. Okay, so, the next person said that they unfortunately had to leave, so we're just gonna go ahead and empty out the queue there, which means it's time for our closing message. I usually like to just kind of close out with another collective and see what just... Usually, though, sometimes they do need to just kind of like throw in a few more callouts in like the last message. But usually it's the closing message is like super like positive and uplifting and just very sweet. Just to kind of end on a good note. Okay. So, what message would you like to close us out with? Okay. Oh, and we're in the middle of an ad break, I just noticed. So, pause. I'm taking a drink of water. I'm very thirsty because I've been talking a lot. Okay. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands reversed, the Page of Cups reversed, and the Eight of Pentacles. So, essentially the message here is, the Eight of Pentacles is like standing out the most to me right now. Hey! Just in time for the closing message. Nice to see you again. So, the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles here is like standing out the most to me right now. Just kind of combining with that Eight of Wands. Combining with that Eight of Wands reversed energy a little bit here, okay? So there are things that you're working very hard towards, okay? And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but this does need to be balanced out with time where you're slowing down and just kind of, you know, like resting, okay? Because the Eight of Wands reversed is all about slowing down, okay? It can't always be go, go, go. And yeah, things may be moving a little bit more slowly than you want them to, okay, in this regard, with the things that you're working towards, okay? But, remember to take time to slow down, okay? This Page of Cups reversed card to me is kind of saying that, like, it's kind of actually touching a little bit, because this Page of, like, Cups energy, upright, is very much kind of associated again with, like, intuition and, like, intuitive hits and stuff. And you may have been experiencing some of these recently. You've been getting, like, the strangest, like, intuitive hits that are just wild. But the thing is, with the Page of Cups reversed here, you're doubting them. You're doubting those. You're doubting the things you're experiencing. You're doubting your intuition, okay? So, slowing down is also a way that you can reconnect with that energy within yourself, okay? Like, trust in the things that you've been experiencing. Trust in, like, the intuitive hits that you've been getting. The intuitive messages that you've been getting, okay? Don't just shove them away and dismiss them as just things that don't really mean anything or don't have any significance. Okay? Sometimes those will lead you to the strangest places. And lead you to those aha moments. Kind of like I did earlier today. And trust that the things that you're working towards, where you're putting all of this, like, energy and all this hard work towards, okay? The things that you're putting that into, they will begin to pay off soon. Okay? They will begin to pay off soon. But that grind culture, not healthy, not sustainable, okay? So slow down. Okay? Slow down. Try to do too much and you're gonna overwhelm yourself. And then that's not going to lead you anywhere good. Okay? And oh no. They're really just like, they're really just being like, I said what I said. Gotta love when spirits like that. Gotta love. Gotta love when spirits like that. It's very much just like that bitch did I stutter, like, sort of energy. It's always fucking hilarious. Alrighty. And our card here is, funnily enough, I feel going to go very in line with that, like, Eight of Pentacles energy there. Given the keywords that are listed there at the bottom. Adversary. And we have here, keywords are hard work, diligence, and progress. You have been trained, educated, and presented with lessons in today's world that will prepare you to meet your opportunities. Everything that has happened to you has been done to prepare you. You've proven that you're capable of surviving adversity and suffering. You have the ability to climb over difficulties, problems, and mountains and face them head-on. You are fearless, brave, and strong. You have proven that you have the ability to step into the light. Interesting. So you can have whatever you want. Easier times are approaching. Do not be concerned. You are adored and guided to precisely where you should be, and doing exactly what you should do. Pay attention to the gentle nudges and synchronicities of the universe. Synchronicities is another good thing, like a good term to use for that Page of Cups upright energy, actually. I love that. I like that as a keyword. The answers you seek are being shown to you. You don't say. Work on building a set of skills, and you'll be able to take the next steps on your journey. Be fully present. Stop trying to get to the finish line before running the race. I love that. That phrase going so in line with what I just said. When you've aligned yourself with what you want, which you may do by accepting your existing situation and just being, you can stop searching and begin creating. You start to attract the things you want. Changes within you bring you what you want. Help if I can talk. Not because you need it, but because it's your natural state of being. Be the person you want to be right now. Everything that you want is already yours. Listen to the stillness with gratitude. What do you hear? What repetitive signs in their varied forms have been shown? Pay attention. Your answer is there. Alright, I love that card. I love that card. That name adversary kind of scared me a little bit at first, because it's just like, no? But I'm taking that title more as, like, kind of like, bitch, you're a force to be contended with, okay? And the affirmation here is, I trust that my soul knows what it's doing. I clearly hear the whispers of guidance that Spirit tells me. Holy shit, that goes so well with the Page of Cups. Okay. Okay. Got it. Thank you. Alrighty. And let's see what they want to add with the Embroidered Graveyard Oracle here. Okay, okay. That one... Oh. That's going so well with that. Just with the title alone. Overcome. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Uh-oh. I see that first line there, and I feel like that might be... This might be a bit of a call-out, Brie, considering some things you were talking about earlier. Just in that first line alone. It can be hard to do nothing. Sometimes the hardest action to take is the one not taken. But there is strength in waiting, gaining patience, to practicing self-discipline. Overcome presents itself when your spirits and ancestors are cheering you on. They are cheering for the marathon you have in you, not the sprint. What is the thing in your life you need to slowly chip away at? It may look like nothing is happening, but you are getting there in time. Patience, dear one. Or maybe temperance, dear one? That sound familiar? These fuckers. I swear to fuck. I almost made that line patience, dear one, by the way. But then I was like, no, that's like a thing that's associated with the temperance card. Let me kind of throw that in there, just because like that's also like another energy that he represents. But it wasn't one that I was actually going to write like a full like thing about. So, but anyway. Oh my god, hold on. I'm gonna read the introspection section for this, because this card here, hold on. Look adversity in the face and say, bring it on. Your challenges grow you. Your struggles strengthen you. The mountain you have to climb looks steep from the bottom, but you are not really at the bottom. Look behind you and you'll see you stand upon years of experience and transferable skills that you have practiced and gained. Everything you've been through was to get you to this place now and support you like rock underfoot. When you look back to the top, you'll see it's really not that far at all. Now take a step, then another, and get out there and make that mountain your bitch. What did I say about, like, the energy that I got from the name of the card? Oh my god. Sorry for the snort. These fuckers, I swear to fuck. My goodness. Okay, well. Okay then. Let's see. What cat card you got? This is just a straight up call out, but in a gentle way. You know that thing I said about rest? You know that thing I said about rest? Naps are essential. Naps are essential. Never underestimate the power of a good nap in a sunbeam. Rest is not laziness. It's a necessary part of productivity and happiness. Fucking exactly. Taking time for yourself and resting is one of the most productive things that you can do for yourself, but society does not view productivity that way. They like to see it as if you're not fucking overworking yourself and practically killing yourself, and in some unfortunate cases, actually killing yourself, you're fucking lazy. And you're worthless. And that's not fucking true. Rest is one of the most productive things that you can do for yourself, and it is a necessary part of that fucking process. Okay? Alrighty. Well, that one was something else. My fucking goodness. I'm sure you could use a good nap. I hope you're able to find some time for yourself and actually get some good sleep. Okay? Because I'm sure, I'm sure it's very exhausting for you right now with everything that's going on. So I sincerely hope that you're able to actually get some fucking good sleep. Right? But it was like in a gentle way though. Somewhat. Anyway. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. No further comments on that. Anyway. Anyway. I hope that message helped for whoever needs to hear it. So, unfortunately though, with that, it is time for me to call it here. So, thank you all for stopping by, whether you joined the queue, talked in chat, or just lurked. I appreciate you sharing your time with me. I hope to see you all again soon, but bye for now.